Hey, welcome back everybody to another set of our survival series in Subnautica. So today we're going to actually kind of have to keep this one a little bit short. I do regrettably have to head out to work again at a rather awkward time of the day. It's kind of turning into a weird week for me to where I'm coming home from school and trying to squeeze in schoolwork, squeeze in YouTube, and squeeze in spending time with my girlfriend basically every day. But this is what I love to do. This is definitely something that I would love to do for a living. I don't expect this to change for a while, to where even if I'm a little bit busier than I'd like to be, that's alright. I understand why. So I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do today. Don't completely remember where we left off due to it being a bit of a break. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was no upload on Saturday. I'm very sorry about that. I ended up having work at an awkward shift, and it just kind of carried over through the whole weekend. Ended up working, instead of my normal shift of closing or opening, ended up working smack dab in the middle of the day from 10 to 6. At which point, before that, I was just getting ready for work, trying to catch up on a little bit of sleep and some schoolwork. And then after that point, I had to immediately come home, start on schoolwork, eat some dinner, and then go from that point on, just trying to finish all my schoolwork. I barely got a project done on time. But it was finished, and that's the important part. And it's taking a little bit to load. That's because it has to load in what we did do, what we didn't do, all of the inventories of the area, as well as there was not an update, but there might have been a patch of some basic bugs. There we go. We are back inside. Yeah, our knife keeps despawning. I'm not sure if we need to start a new world to fix that, but we're gonna look into it. Anyway, for now, let's just keep going. I can't help but think that we had made a sea moth in the last, or not a sea moth, a sea glide in the last episode, and that is despawned as well. But we will find out. I need to start sending in some bug reports. You know what? I'm sure that you guys could... Well, never mind. I don't want to have to quit back to the desktop. We'll play around on this for a little bit. If I discover that this world is in fact definitely or definitely not glitched, I will probably start up a new world, get us to about the same point, and then see what we can do from there. It could just be a glitch with the newest patch. This is a game that's still not completely finished. It's still an early development build. Yeah, press F8 to report bugs and get feedback. Might report those, and then just start up a fresh world and see if that fixes it. Or this could just be an issue that's not going to be fixed until the next patch, in which case I would start us up a new world as soon as the new patch came out, make as much make as much progress as possible on that new world, and then go from that point on. It all kind of depends on what we end up having to do. The bioreactor fragments. Global vehicle bay. I think we finished this one now. No, we're almost done. Now we should be. Gotta keep an eye out. This is stalker territory, I think. Or this is something else that I haven't seen before. That's also possible. Wouldn't actually surprise me all that much. Yeah, because we've got the radiation suit, so we definitely had to have made a sea moth at some point. Or not a sea moth, a sea glide. Because I would never make the radiation suit without making some kind of way to get to the Aurora, which is right over there. It recently exploded, if you guys can remember. I don't think we went and repaired the Aurora. We'll probably do that next episode, just because I don't really have time to do that today. Which kind of sucks. I wish I did have the time to do it, but it's just not an option right now.
New blueprint acquired.
There's bioreactor, but we just finished that one. I do quite like just kind of swimming around and exploring the open ocean. down there, there's actually going to be a lot of great supplies. We do not have the stuff I would need to feel comfortable getting down there, but that is definitely somewhere we're going to have to explore. So which way is that? It's to the backside of the Aurora. Gotta remember that. Now down there, there's some special spooky creatures, some of which I really actually do not like. I believe sand sharks are down there, or no, sand sharks are everywhere. I believe down here there are, I think they're called a sea dragon, I'm not sure, but I certainly don't like them. They freak me out a lot. Just coming down here to see if maybe this has the nuclear thing. That looks like one. Cyclops pressure compensator, that's also pretty good. The Cyclops is our larger ship. We have to pick up a lot of blueprints before we can make that, though. Some aluminum oxide, that'll be good for later. Some wreckage. We would explore that if we have more oxygen, but we don't. Matter of fact, we need to go ahead and turn back now. We're probably not going to make it up there as it is.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen
there's no
remaining.
Well, I don't know, maybe. Our oxygen will stop going down as fast since we aren't at the super low depth anymore. Oh, please. Alright, should be a 9.
Emergency.
Yep,
10 seconds
left.
of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, we'll make it fine. Oxygen. Check. No water, so we'll have to let that cook up this hoop fish and eat it. I'll try to catch a couple of air sacs on the way back there.
New creature discovered.
Wait, this is the hoop fish? What is this then? Whole fish, maybe? Yeah, this is the whole fish, because the whole fish has the hole inside. The hoop fish makes the hoops. I'm sure you guys are probably thinking, yeah, duh, that's where they get their name from. But you know what? The hoop is circular, so the hole in the fish is circular. I'm not going to try to explain myself. Whoa! Construction people outside, making some noise. Don't appreciate that much. Hopefully that'll stop pretty soon, because I don't want to hear that for the next, 12 minutes before I go to work. It's a little annoying. Oh yeah. They're still going. Sounds like a water geyser. Have to keep an eye out for that, because later we should definitely make a base near that if we can. Yeah, right here. If we could build our base like up here, we can use this to get heat-based power from, which would be insanely good. Because heat-based power is one of the most, if not definitely the most, efficient ways to use power right now. I apologize if that's kind of overpowering me. I'll check it out in the recording later. I'm going to really hope it isn't. But if it is, I do apologize. There's a whole ton I can do about it. I don't know if you finished the solar panel, so I'll go ahead and scan that up. Yep, we did. So we just wasted 2 perfectly good titanium, but whatever. Isn't a whole lot to have been done about that one. This is unlocked. Let's see if there's anything inside for us. Yep, we have 2 locked rooms, some broken chairs, the Sea Glide. Yep, that one's full. So, we definitely had a Sea Glide at some point. It's usually one of the first things I make, if I finish the research in time. Here a sec. Let's just drop some copper. Where did it go? There it is. Get over here, fish. There we go. Now we can make some water. Very important for living, well, basically anywhere. And, well, who knows? Let's, oh, I got a communications relay thing. We've been down too long in the Midnight Sea. Oh, don't you see what I mean? That's of no help. I was hoping that was going to be someone saying they were coming to rescue us. It was, in fact, not that. No! Well, That was glorious on my behalf. Guess we're just gonna go ahead and die now, as we can no longer produce the kind of water that we need. Unless I can make it out of something else. I think you can use salt to make water, or something of that nature. Right? Bleach is salt and common coral. We should have some common coral stored somewhere. Yep, we do. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna use our salt deposit to make some bleach with our common coral. And then we're going to purify this bleach into a big thing of water. And once we drink this, we'll be up to about 70%. I believe it's 40%. 50% is the huge thing of water that we get much later in the game. So, I guess let's just go ahead and grab some extra water. We got juked by a fish. Not only am I disappointed, I'm just sad. There we go. We can catch this one. And then we can catch one of... Get back here, you. These fish have the moves. They're putting me to shame out here. Alright. Let's hop on board. Make some fresh water. We will go ahead and drink one of our things of water. Now, can we put anything up? We can put up one thing, so I'll put up the titanium. And that'll be it. For those of you curious as to why I'm trying to free up storage space, whenever we swim out towards the wreckage of the Aurora, there will actually be little bits and pieces of rubble laying about, like this over here. And as we head around, we can find little supply crates. You open up those supply crates, and they'll have... I've only ever found water and then, like, signals to areas on the map and stuff like that in them, and then, like, health packs. But supposedly you can actually find a lot more stuff than that. I've heard that you can supposedly find, like, various pieces of loot in them. You can find bits of, like, the Cyclops to scan. Oh. Looked that up. Can we pick that up? No. Okay. Thought we could pick up the sciencing machine. Well, it's now nighttime. If you weren't scared before, now would be a great time to start. Gonna hope that we don't run into my best, worst friend and enemy and thing that scares me the most in this game, the Reaper Leviathan. Better yet, I kinda hope that we do run into it, just so you guys can see why I don't like the ocean. Bloop. I got a bubble. Hey, but there's some rubble over here. We're gonna check that out, see if we can find some more things to hide. Well, not things to hide in. Things to scan. Things that some goodies might be lying around in. Green handle. Perfect. That little green light above the handle means that you can open that door. I think red ones have to be welded open because they're broken shut. Or at least that's my understanding of it. I don't know that I'm completely correct. It's kind of sad. Somebody in here had a special someone, which is to be expected. But we'll have to let their special someone know for them what happened. Yeah. I think these you have to, like, weld open or something. At least some of them can be welded open anyways. Yeah. Anyway, get some oxygen. Prepare to go diving for some supplies. if we can find parts to the Cyclops, that's probably one of the best things we could get right now. Metal salvage. It's like, even in my little thing that I'm doing on my own, I still haven't finished finding all the Cyclops bits and pieces. And supposedly the Cyclops is really, really good. It has a dock for the smaller ship in the game called the Seamoth. It's got all kinds of various goodies. It's got like onboard systems that you can use. See, there's one of the signals. This one's to a large organic mass. I believe that just leads us to a special biome somewhere. Yeah, way over there. So we won't be going straight for that just yet. We're gonna have to wait a little bit before we jump on that boat. That one had a first aid kit. Very good item to find. Because we will probably go through at least one of them here. I don't think these grates can be scanned for anything helpful. Or at least as far as I am aware, they can't be. I've been wrong before, and I'm sure it's not the last time I will be, so I don't want to say anything definitely just yet. Got one of those. Go ahead and use the health kit just to get us back to 100% health, in case something goes awry. If you guys are curious as to what we're looking for, right now I'm trying to find the entrance to the Aurora's damaged area, so we can go in there and start doing some repairs next time. We regrettably ended up not having time to do it today, just as I predicted. I apologize for that. It's just right now my work schedule is so awkward and busy that it's very, very hard to even do recordings on the weekends like I had initially plans to. But I'm doing my best to keep it working for you guys. Right, got almost full air. Let's get in here and see what's wrong with this thing. I've got my welder and a little bit of power. Not enough, probably, to fill up the whole thing. Now, just to let you guys know, it is a little bit easy to get lost in here your first time going through the area, because you have to know what you're looking for. You go into this hole, and you look for the hole heading up that almost looks like a glitched texture, and then you keep following the holes as you keep heading up. If you see a sparking room, you've gone the right way. Because welcome to the engine room. This is the Aurora's black box area. Basically, if we take off our suit, we'll basically die instantly, is my understanding of it.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Yeah, this is the black hole or black matter drive core, and this thing is what's putting all the radiation in the water, so we have to fix this up ASAP. Yeah, this is the drive core.
Containment breach repaired.
And if you read what was on the bottom of the screen there, it's basically saying that this had to have happened intentionally. Something brought us out of orbit with the goal of getting us on this planet. Go ahead and grab the upgrade. Keep welding. This is the Cyclops Power Efficiency Module, is what we just grabbed. That's the only way in the game to get one currently that I'm aware of. Reason why you get that is it makes its engines, I want to say it's like 50% or some crazy big number like that, more efficient. And it helps you kind of maximize what you get out of one set of the battery for the Cyclops. which I think is like 3 or 4 power cells. Possibly more, possibly less. I don't know if they've changed it. Like I said, I've never had a Cyclops. I've only ever seen video of them. And sadly, guys, this is where we're going to have to cut this video. I have to get going to work. I'm basically at my last 2 minutes before I have to leave the house. I'm sorry that we have 2 left to go. I'll try to find those off camera, see what I can do about it. Let's see. Here's one of them.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
There it is. There's the last one. Alright, so we were able to completely repair the Aurora. All this really does is it means that we're not going to have radiation in the water anymore after a certain amount of time. So thank you everyone for watching. Everyone have a great afternoon, great morning, great day, whatever you're in the middle of, have a good one.
Containment field restored. Auto-decontamination sequence initiated.
Thank you all for watching, and have a
Aquatic
fantastic
radiation
time.
levels are
If
estimated
you enjoyed the
to
video,
return to
please
safe
drop a
levels
like,
in
leave us some
T-minus
subscriptions,
3
do whatever you
days,
feel that we
10
deserve.
hours.
Let us know what you think of the channel in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good one.